The last few months, we've been researching on the correlation between nature, development, and communities. It has come up again and again in our interviews that most people do not want to move out of their homes. They do not want to move out of their place of origin. So how do we consider rewilding as a way to create sustainable income for most indigenous communities? How do we help them not migrate out of their land? How do we help them create an income which is sustainable in the long run in context to forests? Also, how can rewilding be a way for indigenous communities to reclaim their narratives of development, to reclaim their narratives of their relationship with nature? So how do we consider rewilding as a way for indigenous communities to reconnect with nature, for them to be able to use or preserve or reclaim their traditional indigenous practices, which we at this point of time would like to preserve?
When we talk about rewilding today, people are increasingly talking about it in the context of climate change and the role rewilding can play in climate change mitigation, because climate change is this huge, intractable problem, but rewilding is a very simple, natural solution that can be implemented immediately. People are talking about it, especially in the context of COVID-19, the role that forests or ecosystems can play in, say, mitigating disease outbreaks, because as habitats shrink, people are coming into contact with wild viruses, and that is what eventually leads to these new disease outbreaks. But when we're talking about rewilding and the role it can play in the eastern Himalayas, this is in a very specific context of people's everyday lives, because there are very pertinent and specific everyday realities that make rewilding so relevant for people. So rewilding in this specific context of the eastern Himalayas, from Nepal to Myanmar, from snowline to sea line, is that it offers a way for people to break this cycle and for people to actually heal the systems.
ইয়াত পাহাৰত মানে গছ গছনি নাই আৰু একো নোহোৱা হৈ গ'ল, সেইটো মানে লগাই আছে আৰু বেমাৰবিলাক হোৱাই নাই সেই গাঁৱত।